Hey Cockle, today we're going to talk about Quizlet.com. It's a website that you can use to practice vocabulary words, and there's some fun games and um, flashcards on there that you can use. You can also test yourself. So a lot of teachers will use this to help you practice for your vocabulary. So what you have to do is just open a tab and go to Quizlet.com. Okay, so you don't have to be logged in, but if you log in, it gives you a couple other features. And so if you're creating a login, create one using your student email and use that same password that you use for your Google login so it's easier to remember. But what you have to do to use one of the Quizlet sets that your teacher's already made is find out what teacher created it and then search their username. So on the 6th grade history team, Miss Bell makes our Quizlets. And so for 6th grade history, you would go and type in STBell, and then you would find the vocabulary terms that you're supposed to be working on. And so let's say you are in the culture unit. As you click on culture, it pulls up all of the words and the definitions on that match it on the other side. So you can go through all of them. Okay, if you look over here, you can favorite certain words, so you know to go back later. You can also play the audio for this term.
Culture, the arts and other manifestations of human intellectual achievement regarded collectively.
And it reads the definition and the word for you. You can go up to flashcards, and it shows the word. And then if you are trying to guess the definition, you can say what the definition is in your head, and then flip it over to see if you're correct. And then if you get it right, you can move on to the next one. You can also get it to read it to you up here and star these if you need to come back later for it. You can change it so it shows both term and definition on the same thing, or you can flip it so it starts with the definition and you have to guess the word. Okay, then you can go to Learn up here. And this gives you the definition, and you have to type the word in. But if you don't spell it correctly, then it'll count it incorrect. You can also have it read it to you if you need it to read it to you. Or you can start with the term, and then you type the definition. But this is much harder because you have to type the definition word for word, how it is. Okay, you can go to Speller up here. So you simply type the word that they just said to practice the spelling of the word. You can go to a test. Okay, so what I recommend is that you do multiple choice tests, not true or false. So you unselect matching and writing and true and false. And then you can do both term and definition. And then make sure you change this one to how many available terms there are. And then hit create new test. And then the test is right here. And then you can go through it and select the answers. Once you're done, you've gone through it all, you hit check answers, and it'll give you the ones you missed. So then you can study those ones you missed. And then redo it. And so you can take that as many times as you want to practice for an actual quiz or test you might have on your vocabulary. There's also games like Scatter. You just hit start game, and you have to match up the definitions with the words. So you just drag it to it, and then if you get one right, you they disappear and you keep going. Okay, so that's Scatter, and it times you, and it'll record your time against other people that have also played this vocabulary set, so you can try and compete against them. Okay, and then there's Gravity, another game where you're going to type the word or definition depending on it. So to start with the definition is a little bit easier, so you don't have to type the whole definition. So you hit Let's Go, hit Start, and the definitions will be falling slowly. And then you have to type in the word. And so I got that one right, scored it, and you just keep going until you lose or you're done with all the words. All right, so that's Quizlet.com. Thank you.